a narrow strip of water, barely visible on a world map. But if it closes, the shock can travel from the Persian Gulf to every gas station on Earth. This is the Strait of Hormuz, one of the most dangerous choke points in the modern world. At its narrowest point, the strait is only about 20 miles wide. But through this small passage, tankers carry an energy flow that powers factories, cities, aircraft, and entire economies. According to the U.S. Energy Information Administration, around 20 million barrels of oil per day passed through Hormuz in 2024, about 1/5 of global petroleum liquids consumption. That is why this place is not just geography. It is leverage. Every ship here carries more than oil. It carries pressure. Pressure on markets. Pressure on governments. Pressure on ordinary people who may never know this place exists, until prices suddenly rise. The Strait of Hormuz sits between Iran to the north and Oman to the south. On one side, mountains, naval bases, missiles, and political tension. On the other, global shipping lanes that cannot simply disappear. The shipping route itself is even narrower than the strait. Commercial vessels move through carefully separated traffic lanes, a thin maritime highway surrounded by shallow waters, surveillance, and risk. For oil exporters in the Persian Gulf, Hormuz is the front door to the world. Saudi Arabia, Iraq, Kuwait, Qatar, the UAE, and Iran all depend on this region to reach global markets. And it is not only oil. Liquefied natural gas also moves through this passage, especially from Qatar toward Asian markets. The International Energy Agency notes that most LNG exported through Hormuz goes to Asia. This is why Asia watches Hormuz closely. China, India, Japan, and South Korea rely heavily on imported energy. A crisis here can become a crisis in factories, power plants, shipping costs, and inflation. But the danger of Hormuz is not only that it may close. The danger is that even the threat of closure can move the market. One missile test, one seized tanker, one naval confrontation. Oil prices can react before a single barrel is lost. In this narrow waterway, geography becomes strategy. A small country can influence a superpower. A regional conflict can affect global inflation. A local naval incident can become tomorrow's economic headline. The world has alternatives, pipelines, reserves, other shipping routes, but none can fully replace Hormuz quickly. That is why this strait remains one of the most watched places on Earth. From above, it looks peaceful. Blue water, empty desert, silent mountains. But beneath that calm surface lies a fragile equation: energy, security, politics, and fear. The Strait of Hormuz is small enough to cross in a short flight, but its impact can cross oceans. It can shake markets, test alliances, and remind the world that sometimes the most powerful places are not the biggest ones. A tiny passage, a global lifeline, and one of the few places on Earth where a narrow strip of water can move the price of everything.